Well, yes, up next, viewers, we're getting you some breaking updates and visuals now, this time from the Pisa airport, where in fact the airport staff and locals are protesting against sending weapons to Ukraine. We have seen several such protests that have broken out across the world now, but we have now seen several such people protesting, coming out on the streets, claiming that there needs to be no more Russian escalation on the ground. However, this time we see that visuals of Pisa airport staff, in fact, that has come out on the streets along with the locals, who are in fact protesting against sending weapons to Ukraine as well. On this note, let me also bring in Brigadier Rajan Jamwal, who is joining us on the broadcast. Sir, thank you for joining us here on Republic TV. We have seen several such protests that have broken out across the world, sir. Now, the latest being at the Pisa airport, where the locals have in fact also come out on the streets protesting against sending weapons to Ukraine. What do you make of this?
You see, the protests are coming from basically the NATO members and the Western, no protests, say, in India or Middle East or, say, China or anywhere. They form bulk of the population. So most of these, the protests, they are media sponsored. The sense they have been sponsored, people have been misfed informations, and it is not a great deal to organize, 200, 300, 400 people. It is part of the psyops, which is going on everywhere. The both sides are resorting to it. So it is the Western response in the psy war. I see nothing more than this in the whole thing. This is not spontaneous or people actually coming out on the streets, this thing. And worst of all, it is anti-war. It is not, they're not even saying who did the wrong thing, Russia, Ukraine, whatever. So people are anti-war. Being anti-war is okay. There is nothing wrong in being anti-war. But I do not read too much into it.
Well, absolutely, sir. We have seen several such protests that have broken out. Even in Moscow, we have seen the anti-escalation protests that have gone on. And now we see this protest that had broken out in Pisa, protesting against weapons to be sent to Ukraine. And we'll be tracking all of those sporadic protests that have broken out across the countries. For now, we will be bringing some more breaking updates as far as the Ukrainian crisis is concerned. Let's take a look at this video posted by the Chechen leader, Ramzan Kadyrov, on the presence of the Chechen fighters in the encircled Ukrainian city of Mariupol first. Remember, Chechnya as well had sent several of the volunteers to Russia, in fact, to fight in this entire escalation that had started by Russia. Let's listen into those voices first.
Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov has posted a video on his Telegram page that it said showed the arrival of Chechen fighters in the encircled Ukrainian city of Mariupol. He said in the video that they would liberate Mariupol from Ukrainian nationalists and Banderites shortly. Kadyrov earlier posted another video on his Telegram page, also showing what he said were Chechen fighters heading to Ukraine. It is not the first time that the Kremlin-backed leader of the Russian region of Chechnya shared information on the messaging app. Last week, Kadyrov claimed that Chechen fighters were spearheading the offensive on Mariupol. Agency report for Republic TV.